We are starting the show. We'll start soon, setting some things up, like the perfect distance from my face to the microphone. From my face to the microphone. Gotta turn that off. Turn you off, good sir. Alright, almost done Red Realm Reborn. There we go. Oh, I should that. Here we go. Hello, everybody. I'm at the Zephyr Gates. Right now I'm in my summoner form. Because I am an Arcanist. I am here to evaluate the training of Tataru. I am her mentor. And I know this is not going to go well, but still. Let it begin. Here we go. For bringing the smuggling plans to naught comes the last whom none could fool. Beat him with a backdraft, gut him with a gust, desk him with a down blast. Go, Carbuncle, go. Ho ho ho! All those crates I spy. Ah, and this must be the true test. But we're ready for them, aren't we, Carbuncle? No, I still like her little song, or when she did she tried to become a miner for money. Carbuncle? With surprise. The Carbuncle has abandoned me. Oh, come back, Carbuncle. Time to fly. I should have bought the monkey, but I bought this one. I like the song. I should have known you'd come, Gudrak. You needn't say a word. Your face says it all. I know. I accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. I will inform Mistress Thul Borogith of my intention to withdraw from the guild Arcania. Like so much else, it's beyond me. This is the story that actually made me like her, because she is trying. She is really trying. No, not the cloud bike. The moon wolf, or Moondog. Go, Moondog, go! I could run all the way there, but I'm lazy. Lazy. To rub again. Guildmaster. Ah, back so soon. How fare our fledgling arcanist? Abysmally, Mistress Dulabergen. Abysmal. As Kudrak will testify. I was wrong to become an arcanist. Wrong as usual. Wrong as usual. As usual. Wrong as usual. I am completely and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time. Ataru, if that was true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambitions lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with numbers help you gain a solid grasp of the fundamentals of Arcanium. Were it not so, you would have struggled even to summon a carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such a capable and good-natured receptionist in their service. Would you not agree? Nothead. You are too kind. You are too kind, Miss Durbergian. Though I cannot overcome this challenge, I shall take your word to heart and try not to be discouraged. And we are off. Oh, we needed to talk to the girl. To Taru. Taru is considering her next course of action and how you might aid her in it. Fetching as these scarves are, I fear I shall never don them again. But I can't go back to the Rising Soul without something to show for my time away. Wait, I know what I can do. That is, if you don't mind accompanying me for a little longer. Nothead. Wonderful. Then to Costa del Sol we all go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off. Now this is a small trick in saving money, even though it doesn't really, most people don't care, but I do. It's a bit more immersive. You can just teleport there, or you can use the Aetherite Shard, get to the Fishing Guild. And take the ferry skipper to Costa del Sol. It adds one extra step, but it doesn't really cost you anything. Also, if a long time ago, before they gave you teleport tickets to Vesper Bay, that area there, back there, next to the Arcanist Guild. The only ferry before any expansion was from there to Vesper Bay. So most people probably didn't know that, I think. Hello, Tataru. Also, I'm gonna have to become a warrior. Because I'm a warrior. Young lady? Yes, there it is. This is where the man at the drowned wench and told me to look. There is a certain variant of clam which harvested this time of year in Bloody Shore. One which produced the most wondrous, marvelous pearls. However, these clams are also coveted by certain wild creatures, and since I fared rather poorly in combat last time, let us be off. There she goes. There she blows. Because I'm a warrior. Oh god. What fortune? I've already found one. Would you be kind to keep watch while I work? This should only take a moment. Oh god, I pressed something else. One moment. Alrighty, here we go. Just needed to check something. Hello there, you big sea monster, you. I'm gonna attack you. Oh, I forgot I need to eat my egg. More eggs! More eggs! I know the miner, the Taru trying to be a miner quest isn't really relevant anymore, but I thought it was cute and nice. I don't know why. I thought this thing would die faster. I'm gonna try getting into heavy board by the end of this stream. It's most likely can happen because it's not that long. And if I do, I'm gonna reset stream because I want it separated. Probably put it in different playlist. Well fought, Gudrak. Well fought. I knew I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I have my prize. A bounty of blood pearls. As named for their reddish hue. They are treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. I thought I might make charms for everyone so that no matter where they go, and they will always come home. A sort of a power to defend myself and other people, in a way, right? Well, I mustn't keep Balamin waiting. There's work to be done. There's work to be done. There's work to be done. And lots of it. We're to secure provisions for the scions in the Liminsen market. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. Well, you be heading back to the Raising Stones. If so, pray convey my apologies to the antecedent and tell her that she needn't worry about me. Farewell, Gudrak, and thank you for everything. That sounds rather final, doesn't it? How about until we meet again? A lot of people made theories about Tataru because of this scene right here. Well, not this one that's gonna come up. It's hilarious. Right there. Because she smiled. We're like, what the fuck is that? Doing wild hand gestures. Even though there's no point of me doing that. I'm a disembodied voice. I'm a ghost in a computer that thinks he has a body, so just ignore me. To the skipper! I don't know why I'm going all the way to Limsa right now. I'm just taking a long way. Pat out the time. Go to the airport. Find a bunch of cat people. Mikote. Why are the Mikote here? Weird. Take the ship to Gardenia, which is a type of tree, or is that a bush? I believe the movie is a bit longer, or the end of promo patch content is long. Anyways, I'm gonna TP there because I'm being silly now. Anyways, hey, look at me. Look at me dance. Look at me dance like a weirdo. Dance, the dance of my people. Alrighty, here we go. Let's talk to the people here. No one's here. Ooh, where's my fun side characters? Where's Hoary Boulder? Where's that boy? That half Garlian boy. I don't remember his name, which is sad. Into the solar. Hello, Minfilia. Welcome home, Gudrak. I rather you've I gather you found Totaro and Limsa. Explained the whole deal about her trying to become a artist and failing and then blah blah blah. My, it sounds as though she had quite an adventure, and while it does not end in her in and while it did not end as she had hoped, I suspect that it will prove to be a valuable experience. I dare say she could have managed without our intervention. Even so, I appreciate you indulging in my request. I think this is one of her final requests, depending on what quest comes next. Maybe not. Anyways, yeah, let's keep going. A time to every proposal, while others look forward to the impending royal banquet. Ophelia cannot help but look to the past. Though recent events weigh heavily on our minds, we must needs set them aside for now. We are come to a defining moment in agency and history. The grand communion of our joint defense of Ishgard, the first time in 15 long years that our people have stood side by side with our neighbors in the north to fight in a common cause. This may mark the true rebirth of the Eorzean Alliance. Failing that, it should at the very least serve to bring our nations closer together. We have every reason to raise our voice in celebration, do we not? We have bested Dravanians and Asians both. Against desperate odds we have fought and won. But the primals still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation, and our triumphs, remarkable though they are, were brought at a terrible price. Brave adventurers and allies broken on the steps of fate, and before our eyes, in this very room, our dear friend Moonbrita. This is the victory we have wrought, and in bitter ashes in my mouth. I would sooner stay here and invite those with more appetite to enjoy the feast in my stead. Alas, it is the royal banquet, and all our allies will be in attendance. And it is our duty to present a united front that we might serve as a beacon of the hope to all. It seems I have no choice but to take my own advice. I instructed the others to meet us in Odal, that we might make our grand entrance together. Unfortunately, I had to settle for leaving Totaro and Lamine a note. If they do not return quickly, they will have to settle for whatever leftovers I can smuggle out of the fragrant chamber. It's that time again. Booty pee pee doop doo doo. Off to the big soiree, Gudrak. Raise a glass for me, eh? Or not. You don't look best pleased, lad. Something on your mind? By the navigator. Wilrid's death. God, dead? Gods damn it. They must know they've been robbed. I must sought it. This past time we have this talk. 'Twas past time we had this talk. After our last conversation, I've gotten to thinking about where certain funds are coming from. So I had a dig around on the quiet, sure enough I found it. Seems a fair bit of old coin made its way into the Braves' coffers, courtesy of a Dodo Confederation. A daft name for a business if ever I held one, which is what first gave me an inkling of something wasn't right. So I went through the ledger again and found another half dozen donations from an organization with stupid bloody names. Didn't take long to find the common thread. All was owned by the Mirage Trust. Oh, I gave the bastard credit. He showed us up for the amateurs we are. Short call his business the bloody bribery consortium. I don't know what more he could have done to mock our rules on financial contributions. The gods only know how many men owe the first and third are taken Taleji's coin. But now we know, as some of them are. I'd wager me right eye they're the ones that what did. I wager my right eye they're the ones what did for Wilrid. The earnest young fool had taken to asking the wrong kinds of questions. Bound to attract attention he was. Should have seen it at the time, but I didn't, goddamn. Still, I don't see what Taleji hopes to accomplish. He hid his schemes with all the care of a drunk pissing into the wind. No, he's cleverer than this, so we need to be clever too. The only way we'll ever repay this dead old blood. We'll purge everyone of them traitorous bastards from our ranks. On that you have my word. Nope. Gudrak, mind yourself. We're headed into a storm, I can smell it. The kind that'll sweep a man overboard and drag him under, or foreign him knows it. On. To the Royal Promenade. I'm gonna just TP there again. To the Royal Promenade. elf lady, Vero boy, Aura lady and man, human, human, human. Alright, here we go. I believe this is the one where there's a long cutscene to do the things. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Kabalimo. I do hope Ida is not under the impression that we are here to make merry. We are obstinately antecedents escort after all. Obligatory. It's a banquet, so there'll definitely be food, but will there also be dancing? And if there is, will it be better or before or after the food? Dancing on a full stomach is no fun, but neither is being empty. What to do? That person jumped. Thancred? It's that... No, it's just my imagination. Oh, pay no mind to me. Was a habit for a misspent youth. Looking over my shoulder from time to time. Yeshtola. If I did not know better, I should think our bard had ran afoul of another cheered lover. We have been waiting for you, Gudrak. Celebration is due to begin shortly. I have hoped that we might make our introductions together, but Mistress Momo D just sent word that you are needed at the quicksand. Soon. We will go on ahead, Gudrak. Pray join us once matters at the quicksand are resolved. Give my regards to Momodi, and let her know that I will call upon her anon. Is it a new or no non? Whatever, no one's here. I could misread things as much as I like and not be embarrassed. Ha ha ha. Hello there, idiot. See what you have to say. Nope. Hello there, sir. Oh, that axe. That axe. That axe. To the Adventurers Guild. to the Adventurers Guild. Doo, doo, doo. Hello there, Swordmaster. Or Samurai Master. I appreciate you dropping in on such short notice, Gudrak. I know you've got places to be, so I won't waste your time. You're friends with a Crystal Brave by the name of Aliana, aren't you? Aliana, aren't you? Former adventurer. Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you recorded her yourself. Well, anyways, she came around for a meal not long ago, and before she left, she asked me to give you a message. Said if the others end up dragging you to the feast, I was to see you got this before you made your grand entrance. Meet me at the station west of the Coffer and Coffin. It's something I must show you. A short message, I guarantee you, but she thought long and hard before her picking those words. Barely touched her food too. Under normal circumstances, I would have thought these signs of a troubled heart, but something tells me she ain't planning to confess her undying love. Or maybe she is. Who knows? After all, I am a Kote. See, the reason I'd still just play Makote is because I can wear hats. Come on, Moondog. Or Moon Wolf. Moon Shiba. Or Proto Wolf. Moon thing. Moon! And drop. Back. Is that like a potion on the floor? That's weird. As you stand upon the platform, you began to wonder, and all too soon the ghosts of comrades lost and enemy slay began to follow in your mind's eye in solemn. What? One moment. Never mind. Damn it! That's not. Oh, mind's eye, comrade. Your mind's eye in solemn processing. Clearing your head, you scan the horizons, but see no sign of Aliana. Come, but not gone. Objective fulfilled. I can keep waiting for the young lady. Lady. Straining your ears to listen, you hear chatter of Kikirin, and the buzzing of blah, but no approaching footfalls. Sighing, you bow your head only to notice a vial lying on your feet. Gudrak, is that you? What brings you out this way? Lieutenant Aliana? Why, no, I haven't seen her about. Had she come this way, I guarantee we would have crossed paths. I must have passed this spot a dozen times. We're to port the city invent on account of the royal banquet. Captain's orders, you understand? Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? You should be with the other honored guests. Enjoy your well-deserved respite. I pray return to Ul Diagudrak. If I chance to meet the lieutenant, I will let her. I will tell her you are here. I forget, is Aliana one of the ones who die? Pretty sure she isn't. Bonk him on the head. See what he knows.
O Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
Oh, I'm spacing out here. Need to do a few things. Back to Urda! Wrong direction. Wrong direction. Up, up, and away! I reckon you'd head straight to the feast after meeting Aliana. What's the matter? No appetite? So she wasn't there, but this was... Let's see. Looks to me like an alchemist potion, but beyond that I can't say. Might be good if you would hold on to it for keepsake though. Any road, not any road. No use worrying about Aliana. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long, and when she does, we'll soon find out what this is all about. In aid of... was all in aid of. Besides, you've got more important things to think about. Yeah. Judging by Momoti's grin, your star could not rise any higher. Her handmaiden will meet you on the royal promenade and escort you to the Sultan's chamber. So what are you waiting for? Go on there Go on, then go. I'm standing on a stool, ma'am. Riveting.
You needn't trouble yourself so.
Your Grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your Grace is ready, I
I
shall
am
summon the
so
warrior
paying
of
attention
light.
to this. Or am I not? Oh!
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, Antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty warrior of light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
He will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required his attention, but it did not sound serious.
Alrighty, here we go. The lady in waiting. Royal Promenade. Keep forgetting the Chamber of Rule is the TP point. Walk, 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 walk. Bum, 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 bum. If I get into Heaven's Ward with this, I'm gonna try playing other games as well. Hello, lady.
Enter.
Your Grace, your guest has arrived.
Pray, come in, and take your ease.
'Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde.
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Such noble words after the fact.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of Her Grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case... Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one.
Very well.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon. You wished a word, Yu Hase?
You may go.
Your Grace.
You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion. I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy. You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few. Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Reborn, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me? I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express. Much of my dread for the coming days has been quieted.
And the fun begins, or at least the events begin.
Your Grace!
Great timing, jackass.
Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead. Poison in her wine? You did this!
Spare us your denials! I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance. I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
What is the meaning of this?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See. I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
A surprise attack?
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away.
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come, Lucia.
Whatever is going on in there? Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts. You'd best come along with us.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
You go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without Her Grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us, now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am
You
not
dead,
so
boy.
slavishly obedient.
Or old
As
man.
you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant. I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthis. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in Her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity. Bring in the prisoner!
This man stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul Namo, and as suspected accessories to the crime, all members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
This is madness!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison Her Grace was found upon the assassin's person.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded Her Grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled! I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield. Oh, yes. I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend. I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands. Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
This cannot be. Nanamo. Nanamo. No!
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say Her Grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow syndicate members. You're one of them! You've been in league with the Scions all along!
You're next, you scheming bastard!
Oh, Reborn!
Seven hells! Bloody hell! Admiral, we must leave. Ah!
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
Ilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
'Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have. You are not the man you once were, Reborn. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls, and a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter. Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana? It was me.
You die! I never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
Ah, there you are.
Thancred, where have you been?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share Ponanimo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe is thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah. Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papashan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Animo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel. It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
The rest of you go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papalimo!
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now! Find this tunnel of Thancred's.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
Now look what you've done.
Ida, are you all right? There are just too many of them.
God, this is long.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
Is this Oh god. Music is off, isn't it? Ah! Wait, no. The music isn't off. I didn't turn off the music. It's just a choice.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalymo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last.
Final heaven!
Let them have it, Ida!
I was hoping you'd say that.
Let me break! Hurry!
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
Where's my axe? Just noticed I don't have my axe.
This way! Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
You two, go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
My friends.
Leave us!
I'm literally the strongest fighter. Why am I running away?
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance?
Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
"'Tis done. Forgive me, Mitra.
Farewell, Nymphilia.
Heidelin, she speaks to me. No. I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me. Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. "'Tis the only way.
And I am out. Seriously, where is my axe? Oh yeah, they took it. Hey, there's Pippin. Tarapin. Pippin Tarapin.
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others? Damn that man! Taleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway. Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard!
was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Uldar, and likely needed a helping hand getting away. Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were. Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alize, but 'twould appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
And who might you be, young sir?
One of the other two non-evil Lalafels.
Pippin Terrapin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames. I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Uldar. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alfino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified. The blame plainly lies with the Monitarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. 'Twas only as we were leaving Uldar that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation, but in the end, 'twas I who needed saving.
Them soldiers keep searching for a while yet. Reckon we'll take the carriage back towards Uldar, get the lay of the land, maybe provide a distractions if needed. You three wait here. Help will be along shortly. Stay strong, friends. The real fight is to come. All right, let's go. Got my axe back. How could I have been so blind? The most unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest allies. The fellow was but a passing merchant, yet he lends us aid without a moment's hesitation or any hint of concern of his own safety. Though I can well imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all for all in your presence. Father spoke often of you, Gudrak, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not at all how I envisioned. Master Alphino, you must not give in to despair. There will only be play into our enemy's hands so long as you and Gudrak are free. We must still set things right. We may say that. Forgive me, Marshal Terrapin, but Alphino, my boy, sorry to keep you waiting. Sid, what are you doing here? Pulling you out of the fire as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. Surely, then he is no merchant but an angel in peddler's clothing. But tell us, how did you intend to bear our friends to safety? I hid the Excelsior, that's the other name. The Enterprise, but a short distance away. All I need is a distraction. We must find a place beyond the reach of both the Monitorists and the Crystal Braves. Korthus, Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. That settles it. With me, everyone. Not I. I fear I must remain here. I dare not abandon Udal to the Monitors and their cronies. You must be certain that you will seek to defame. You must be certain that they will seek to defame me, both here and in the other city states, but know that I shall do my utmost to thwart their every effort. Frankly, I do not expect it to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior of Light and his allies, no matter what the Monitors claim. Marshal Terrapin, I know not what to say. Ha! Heh! Now that father would labor to believe, but enough talk. You must go, Master Elf. Your airship awaits. Up, up. There is no rest for the righteous. To the sky, my friends. Away we go. Oh, that's... Here we are! Perfect! A bitch. Oh. We should find we should make for a dragon. We should make for Camp Dragonhead and speak with Lord Harsherfont. Mayhap he will know what to do. Nodhead. Go, go! Motorcycle. Master Afton has told me your tale. Right? It warms my heart that you shall turn to me before all others, and I shall endure to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation has not grown more. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence. What is the best I explain it in full? Before the dawn, in times of trouble, there are few things more precious than unconditional support.
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault, and 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper. The Temple Knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert. How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard. As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished. But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The Falling Snows, or some such. All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Fortom. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor. Agents of Ul'dah will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence. You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions. 'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
Oh no, Gujak, it's really you. I'm so happy that you are. Sob. I tried contacting Mephilia and the others, but no one would respond. And then the Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Falama told me to run, so I did. I ran and ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached. But I lost my way, and then, fortunately, I had observed some of the Braves being suspiciously beforehand. You giddy! Ah, yes, my mask. It was lost in the struggle. Pretty, isn't she? Anyways, after Yugiri found me, we traveled to Vesper Bay and met up with Urianger. When we told him what had happened, he used his magics to weave a glamour around the Waking Sands. From the outside. Our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently, Urianger started making preparations for after the Imperial attacked, just in case the Empire ever chooses to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Sorry, where was I? Oh, yes. So we waited there at the Waking Sands, hoping others would come, but no one else did. My people are searching for the other scions, even as we speak, but we have met with no success as yet. I have hoped that you might be able to suggest further places to look. Ah, but you should know the Rising Stone does not share the Waking Sands' good fortune. Only the Crystal Braves await you there. But that as it may, we yet have cause to hope. Do we not? If the two of you escaped, it is not impossible that the others could have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by the men and women believed true, but rest assured that the people of Doma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debt, and shall continue our efforts to locate the others to see the science restored to their rightful place of honor. Head nod. Goodbye, Yugiri.
'Tis all my doing. I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes, and look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves, and even the Scions themselves, as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. 'Twas all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alphino.
Do not forget, my friend.
So, Master Alphino, Are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Ishgard, of course.
Alphino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
Alrighty. That is the end of A Realm Reborn. Patch content. Philia is gone. Y'shtola is in the live stream. Thancred has been thrown to the Dravinian hinterlands. Right now, Yida and Papalimo are in the Resistance? Alliance? I don't know. It's that they're with the guys. The guys, I say. They're in with the guys. To all of my children. Alright. So I'm going to end it here. I'm going to restart the stream after I do a few things, use the restroom, get water, and do some stuff. Now I'll be back, but I'm going to end the stream because this is the end of Realm Reborn patch content, and I want to redo stuff. Okay? I know nobody's here, but I still like to say things as if people are here because it's just in case. Anyways, thank you, whoever watches the VOD. Thank you, anyways. Skip! Oh, this part. Dolorito.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
to all of my children. Hello there, La Habrea. I think that's La Habrea. Libriales is no more. The Arda was not his to invoke. His demise was his own doing. Nevertheless, it concerns me that they have extinguished that which should rightfully be eternal. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. We are of one mind. The northern lands then. The northern lands then. The earth is fertile, and the seed will The earth is fertile, and the seed will sow. By my will they will reap salvation unlike any the world has known. By his will. By his will. I have answered thine summons. Emissary, speak and make thine intentions known. I will speak of fate, Archon. I will speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star. Menacing smile. Ooh, scary. Santa Po.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond. Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
Preserve the dawn's light, the hero's journey north. Preserve the dawn's light, the hero's journey. Their hearts filled with hope and eyes fixed heavenward. Their hearts filled with hope and eyes fixed heavenward. My left arm. Alright, I'm going to stop the recording for now. I'll be back in like a minute or two. I need to use the restroom, get some water, and do other things. But I will not stop streaming. I stream a little more into Ishgard and then end the day. Like 1 or 2 more hours. But for now, if you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD.